Hey, welcome to Trucker Sunday. This is my second video of the day. The first video I did was for members only. I did it on bell crank ratios and control horns. And that video is not finished, but if you want to see it, you're going to have to be a member. Hit the join button down by the subscription button and become a member. And you'll see that I've talked about some of the things that I'm going to be doing for them. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to attack today. I still have to go through, the push rod and all that other stuff, but I'm going to save that for the memberships. So, I thought maybe, seeing as that I did up the rudder. I need to put this stuff over here so I got some room. I thought we'd do a plate rudder. Now this is the third rudder I've made for this thing, but I didn't have any way to extrapolate the correct size. Until now. Let me clean some of this stuff off. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, become a member. Super chats are always welcome. The channel's way down on super chats. That's what helps keep me doing these videos, is your support. Now, I did this. Here's part of the original rudder I did. No good. Coming out too heavy. So, I have to rethink things. This is a bigger rudder than what we had. I didn't particularly care for the shape, and I'm not sure I care for the shape of this yet, but I need to get it laid out as a plate so that I can make it work. So here's how we're going to do that. This is the shape that I've finalized. I might change the shape of this after I get the perimeter on it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mill some 3/8 wood. I have one piece of 3/8 contest left. So I'll mill it into 3/8 by quarter strips. We'll go around the perimeter of this. This is the correct shape. So we'll go around the perimeter. Then I'll lay in ribs lengthwise and sand and airfoil on one side. Well, actually, I should turn it over and do the other side, but we're going to lay in the ribs. And then I'm going to cut all this sheet out. So I'll use my method of, putting holes in it and then cutting the sheet out. And then we'll sand it to an airfoil, and that'll be the way we go. So this will be a Jap tissue covered rudder instead of a solid sheeted rudder. And I think that's probably going to be lighter than what I was doing before. But there again, if I build it, doesn't matter how many times I got to build it. If it doesn't come out the correct weight, it's not going to go on there. You cannot settle for second best. So let's take this off. I need to set the fuselage out of the way. And here's the rudder we're going to build. Probably ought to put a piece of wax paper down so in case it gets glued to the table. Darn, I just went to Walmart today and I forgot to get more wax paper. Oh well, let me take it all out. Stupid Walmart has you going around in circles in a direction like they're directing traffic. So this piece here is going to become my rudder. You say, well, how's this going to become a rudder? I'll show you. So we need to find the stripper. We got it right here. We're going to set it to 1/4 inch, which most of that will get sanded off. Actually, 3/16 and 3/16 is 6/16, 7/16. We'll cut this to 3/16. That'll save a little bit. I'll move the camera here so you can see a little better what I'm doing. Can you guys hear me okay, or should I put on the headset? I can't tell how many's watching. Maybe I'll move this studio to the other side. 3 likes, 8 watchers. How's the sound? So this is the last piece of 3/8 that I have. It's in the 3.5 pound range. And we're going to mill this into 1/4 inch or 3/16 strips. So we got hopefully this will do it. I need 2 there. The leading edge may be a little difficult. I might have to hunt for some wood for that. Okay, we have enough to get started here with it. The first thing I want to do is glue these pieces here on here as such. Okay, we got some chatters. Hey Jack, what'd you think of the bell crank video? And it's not finished, but it is. I said that I would do at least 1 video a week for paid subscribers. I hope it was informative. What the heck? Well, some things people don't know. Okay, gonna give me a fit. Plier. I need a saw. Okie dokie. Get a piece of this. Hey, Richard. Like I said, I hope the bell crank ratios video tried to clear up some questions I've had in the past. Stuff I don't normally talk about because guys just want to argue about it. Okay, first piece gets laid down here. I think what I'm going to do is I'll build both sides, then sand it to shape. Come on. Stupid thing. Well, not only great to see how I do the bell crank, I'm hoping that I explain the ratios correctly. The 15 16ths and 3/4 ratios. That's very important to get the handle movement correct. It's a good damn thing I put the wax paper down. I'm going to leave this stick out a little bit. There we go. Leave a little hanging over so I can sand it to shape. Tight joints. Why do we need tight joints? Less glue. You can't believe how much glue weighs. You could do something funny here and do some type of miter joint or dovetail. Why? All this stuff gets locked up with Jap tissue anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we'll get a little brace in there after I cut it out to hold it all square. We're going to need a wider piece than this. How do I want to do that? Now, we need a wider piece up here than this too. So let's just do the other side. I'll cut this off. I guess I could do it like that. The problem is I don't have enough real good wood to do things the way I'd like to do them. So I have to do it the back doorway. So what are we going to do here for the leading edge? Let's see, I have to look here. Do I have another piece of 3/8? I have this. But I have this piece, so this will work. This is a 3-pound 3/16. We cut these to 3/16, so that'll work. So let's do it this way. Okay, I need a pen. I'm going to be wasting a little bit of wood here, but it's the way it goes. We need to make this top cap. 2 of those. So we'll cut this up. We're going to lose most of it anyway, so don't be cheap, guys. It'll only hurt you. Okay, I want to make this 3/8 of an inch wide. But I need to cut this out first so it all looks uniform. What the heck's going on here? There we go. It'll be time for a new blade, I bet. Yep. Well, I went to Walmart today and I touched the cart and I touched all the stuff in the store and I forgot to wash my hands when I came home. ate some potato chips, cookies, and peanuts without washing my hands, so we'll see if I die in the next 2 weeks. Oh well. Can't get too excited. Okay, got that cut. I have to do 2 of these, so I probably should draw it out. Nah, don't matter. So, where's the ruler? Oh, there it is. Not the one I was looking for, but it'll work. See, I'll be able to get, I won't have to waste as much wood on the second piece. Can't believe I made 3 rudders for this thing already. This is the 4th. And the next one, you don't want the grain running the same direction. Otherwise, it has a chance to warp. Went and filled up the car today. $13. That's more like it. That's back in the 90s prices. I like that. Okay, we got the perimeter there. So I need, how did they have this here, like so. Of course, there again, it doesn't much matter. Then I put ribs in this, flip it over to the other side, and do the exact same thing, and then cut out the center. So I want this to look right, so it's a good thing I stopped where I was. Because this framework will be exposed. You want it to look right. So maybe cut this out from this side. How many times can I make a rudder? Many as it takes. Okay. If you take little bites on the wood when you're going around the corner like I'm doing here, it'll help you get around that corner without tearing the wood. Except this blade went dull already. That's why it's nice to have a jigsaw. But I'm stuck in the motel here, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Close enough. So now we need another piece like that, so I'll trace it out so it looks the same on the other side. I need another one of these and another one of those for the other side. And we'll glue that together and start putting the ribs in it and sand it to shape. It was great to see how you do bell crank. Yep. Okay, guys, if you got a question, type it in. If there's any suggestions or whatever, I'm open for anything. So we want the grain to run in a different direction on this piece. So if I do that, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to have to put some different bracing in it to get it to go, to get it to be strong. So we'll just go ahead and trace this out. Basically what I'm doing here is a prototype kit. So I'll do this. It's a one-off kit. So we'll get to that on the other side in a minute. And who knows, I may not like this. I know I don't like that. So we need to cut this off, glue a piece on it, and reshape it. want to act right. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute. We'll fill that in so it looks right when I cover it in a minute here. Well, I better not, because then it'll be harder to sand. Got to do it now. Got to do it now. Don't want to make any more work for myself than I have to. So, in order to do this, we're not going to sand by hand. We're going to use the Dremel. So it was only approximately yay long. That looks about right. Get the Dremel. Yep, that looks about right. Let's straighten this out. Yeah, come unglued. God, see, the C ain't worth a damn. Okay, there we go. We're back to zero. Okay, we'll put this piece in here. Why didn't doesn't fit tight? Why? What's the problem? Yeah, we'll stuff a piece of 16th down the top. Tack it in. That is the nice thing about wood. I mean, there are no mistakes. No big deal. Just add a piece, glue it on there, go again. 16th right here. 9 grams, 16th. Okay. Okay, that's that part. Now this part. I don't like the way this fits either over here, so we'll sand that a little bit. And this turn here will make it look nicer with the Dremel. Unorganized. Perfect. This is what's known as a plate rudder. You can do this with stabilizers, elevators, flaps. It's all the same. Light strong. So now on the other side, the joints, I want to start here and go all the way down to the bottom so that they lock back and forth. Like if you were a kid, when I was a kid, we played with this stuff called Lincoln logs. And each log interlocked, just like when I do my wing fuel tank box, it locks into the fuselage so that it can't come apart. So that's what we're going to try to do with this. We're going to make the joints in opposite directions, so we want to go all the way to the bottom on the other side. You say, wow, it's a thick rudder. Well, that all gets sanded to airfoil. So now I want the front piece to go the tail post on this one comes all the way down. We're going to run it only to here on the other side. So this piece here has to go like this. And that way it locks together. Less chance for warpage, so on and so forth. Now the only thing that's not going to get done like that is the center post. It would be too difficult. But we do need to push that down and glue it because it ain't stuck down. So the tail post just got to go up. There might be some other bracing that I know that it's going to get some geodesic bracing in it as well, but that all depends on the weight. I might sew it with Kevlar thread. We'll see what happens, just to make it stiff enough. In all actuality, I might cut that and extend it back with an 1/8 inch piece. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. Because I don't want this to be flexible at all. We'll see how it comes out. So I want to go up from the bottom. We're going to match the top here. But we got a crappy joint, so we need to square that up. It's only wood. Been watching that Arnold real aircraft videos. They built that the F1 racer. I'm seriously considering, because we got guys on the forum that build composite airplanes. And they do a beautiful job. It's just a poor design airplane. I'm thinking about building a foam plug and doing a mold and building a composite. And that'll be on video as well. So now I need to have the front one. What? We're out of sticks? I guess so. So I need to Need to cut another stick here. Yeah. Probably wondering, what the heck is that guy doing? It'll be beautiful. Got to turn this down. Let's see what we got said here. How long will I be living there? I'll be living there until all my bills are paid off. And I really, I really knocked them out. I mean, I'm doing really well. So that's my important thing. During the previous administration, I really got upside down because of work, and now this, this particular, I'm thankful that I'm an essential employee. Whereas before I wouldn't have been an essential employee anyway. Starting to get some girth to it. That's not good. You might be making a fourth or fifth piece. Yeah, I just creamed that. Don't want to do that. Not yet. Nothing's going to be as light as the way that I did it on the Junar, 7 grams, because it was one piece of 3/16. But we got to get this into an acceptable range. I don't want to see no 1 ounce rudder. Can't have that. Not if I'm going to stay in the 58 ounce range. Now I'm just kind of looking at the little tucker and trying to shape it the same. It helps when you have something to look at. course, if you guys remember, I did that S6B Supermarine right off the web. It's all the same shit. No big deal. Okay, this side stays flat, or at least attempts to stay flat, and the other side gets an airfoil. Yep, it's already attacking me. I need to put the leading edge on this yet. Then we'll mark it out for the ribs, put the ribs in and cut it up. I mean, this was like no time. And of course, there'll be some tinkering going on. So this side is kind of rough. It doesn't much matter because this is the side that gets airfoil down to the other, or no, let's see. No, this is the flat side, so I need to bring this flat. Is that right? Let's see here. Man, I don't want to make that mistake. Yeah, this is the airfoiled side. Gee. I'm gonna start out flat though. Okay, let's do the leading edge on that. So got to cut these pieces out. Then we got to do the most important part. And can anybody tell me what that is? The most important part of this build. Put it on the scale. I think we'll just cut it straight and I'll grind it with the motor tool. A lot easier. Come out a little faster. When I'm at home, I take this stuff and I buzz it on the belt sander or the disc sander or whatever, and the dust goes everywhere. But seeing that I'm in this apartment, I can hardly do that. I need to see about getting a 2-bedroom here so I can have a workshop. But this is company housing, so I can't make them pay for my workshop. Okay. So it needs to go this way. Nothing to it but to do it. So we need to cut a little bit of that out so it goes back down on that line. That'll be fine. So I need to cut 3/16 off the back here. Okay. So we're not going to worry about sanding that to shape as long as that line comes out where the other leading edge is. I can candle this and see that it's pretty close. It doesn't matter anyway. This is only for the Japanese tissue to attach to. Picking up girth. Ooh, I broke it. So we're going to have to put that brace back there. But that's okay. Broke right. It's broke in the right direction. This glue is ridiculous. Okay, there we go. So let's cut it down with the motor tool. You can't do that. Okay. It'll be perfect when it's done. Just how I roll. Yeah. Oh, we got a super chat. RC Fred, thank you, RC Fred. Hopefully you're going to become a member. Hit the join button down by the subscribe button. I appreciate the super chat. I'm hoping that these videos help you, everybody. Okay, leading edge done. We're almost ready to start putting ribs in it. Looks like I got this one a little low or that one a little high. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. Need to put this last piece in here. Hopefully we can get by without breaking the ear off, like I did the other side. I know exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut it off here and grind it out with the motor tool. Yeah, dust. Got the crud. What the hell? I just had a piece of sandpaper in my hand. There it is. Ah, we got another. Welcome to RC Fred as a supporter. Hey, you're more than welcome for the videos. Super chats are always welcome. And the video subscribers. The last video I did is the first one. You get for the becoming a member. You're going to get one premium video a week, and yeah, that's it. Then we're going to do one live chat for premium members only. You'll get notified early of any. I'm probably going to do some contest live streaming if we ever get to fly again for the video members. It's something that I always wanted to do, but YouTube didn't allow me to do it. And they just opened it up to me for some reason. I don't know why, but probably because I've been a good boy. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, it's close enough. Not building a watch. You can't do that. Yeah, watch me, buddy. Okay, this thing feels pretty beefy. I'll bet it's way heavier than I want. Way heavier. Man, that dust. I have to get a soda here. Not bad. It's not bad. It's just a little under a half ounce right here. And by the time I take 50% of it away, we'll be where I need to be. Remember, the most important thing is weight. How much does it weigh? If it's a turd, it's going to be a turd. And if you ever fly a light airplane, you'll never build another turd. Why does that look funny? I guess I'm going to have to sand that when I get it cut out. Okay. Doesn't have a real nice arc there for some reason. I just missed it. So we'll sand that in there. I guess I could do it now. Let's see. Now this is the flat side. That doesn't matter because I'm going to cut this wood all the way anyway and then sand the perimeter out. So now I got my blank made. Let's lay out the ribs. So I'm going to follow this bottom line right here. This is where I want my first rib to go. And I want it to be parallel with the datum, so we'll do that. That'll be an 1/8 inch. And I probably could go a second rib to the top because I want it to look cool. But let's just mark it out here. Let's see what happens. So that was spaced right. I'll show you this when I get it laid out, what I'm doing. And the rib spacing comes off of the tail post. It doesn't come off the trailing edge. Of course, I suppose it could. Let's see if it worked out right. Yeah, pretty close. Okay. The stupid thing is not big enough. It's always a problem. Jack, you can, if you got some icons that you think that I should upload, or any one of you members, special icons or badges or whatever, send them to me on Stunt Hangar. I'll upload them for the use on YouTube. Let's say you have a cool picture of a control line plane or something you'd like to see up there, and we'll see how many I can do and whatever. Okay, so I know that I want my bottom rib to be 1/8 inch. So we're going to cut this. Let's see if this sticks out enough. Yep. Perfect. Don't want to go too crazy because you're going to have to cut all these out. It's starting to make sense now, what I'm doing. The other side's a little more difficult because I have to use stick pins to stick through the on the ribs so that they're perfectly paralleled on the other side. They don't have to be. It's just personal preference. We'll use 3/32 as the geodesic braces in this. Or do I want to use geodesic braces? I'm not sure. All it's going to be is more work. But I do want this model to be exceptional. I've already made up my mind it's going to be more scale like my Thunderbolt was, with smoke and stacks and everything, but it still has to be light. Light is, if I can't get it light, I'll have to leave it off. I've got some Meslick wheel pants I'm going to try to incorporate. If not, they'll have to be wood, and that's going to be a penalty, I'm sure. Maybe I'll do a giveaway for my members. I think I will. If we ever get to fly again. Doesn't look good. I don't know how many heard, but John Brodak passed away. That's a saddening thing there. So next year, if there is a Brodak, I would advise anybody who wants to make it, who's never made it, to make Brodak so that we can place his plaque on the flyers. Terrible to even think about. You know, I knew the day was coming, but because it all comes to everybody. But I would say if there's going to be another Brodak, more than likely next year will be the last one. 2020 has not been a good year for us. Okay, that's basically what we got there. Starting to stiffen up. I could have probably got away with 16th inch ribs, but I wanted to use 8th. For the simple fact I'm using Japanese tissue on this stuff. And if you ever use Japanese tissue, you know that it has a propensity to really pull. It's good stuff. Strong, but it pulls. So we'll do what the free flight guys do. I think I'll only do half of this you guys kind of get the drift of what's going on. I don't want to bore you to death. And then when I come back the next time, I'll show you how I take the, once the ribs are in the other side, we'll take this tube and punch holes in this and remove all the wood between them and sand it to shape. And that should be it. Okay, what do we got here? Jack Snavely, another $10. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know, it's I'm getting pretty good at building and talking, huh? Yeah, it's hard to do. I need somebody to try it. I'm a ditto head, and if you listen to that guy talk, he can talk for 3 hours straight. Great entertainment during the day. Okay. Hope that doesn't make too many people upset, but I'll keep doing the videos. Once I get this done here, we'll put it up on the bench and see what it looks like, see how it's going to work. I think it's going to be cool. It'll be just fine. It really eats up the wood when you these long areas. Ah, stupid thing. Hard spot in that wood. Never fear, it's only wood. I think we'll just go ahead and, God, that's real hard there. Section this all up. Go from this side. That way I don't have to keep coming back to the pile. How to build something with nothing. Basically what I've done here. Taken sticks and turned it into a big object. I'd rather had a good piece of, well, it's hard on this end, of 3.5 pound wood, 3/8, and did it solid. It would be lighter than what I'm doing here. Ah, man. So I have to use that on the other side. Okay, let's finish this up, see what it looks like. Let's see, we got any more chatters? We're getting pretty good at this building induction. Yep, new members, one, great. That is so cool. I really appreciate you guys joining the video memberships. That will help this channel immensely. We're almost at 3,000. No, wait a minute. It's 2,300. I didn't think there was 2,300 control line guys on the planet. I get a kick out of it. I get emails from Chinese companies and so we can make you #1, on the Google search. I said, okay, whatever. It's only X amount of. I said, you know what? Anybody that knows about control line already knows about Stunt Hanger, so you're not doing me any good. Doing me no good at all. I had one company from China said, we're gonna have. They wanted me to buy www.china Stunt Hanger in China. They said, we're going to start up China Stunt Hanger. I said, knock yourself out. One thing you don't have is me. They thought they could bully me into doing something. And I did tell them that, knock yourself out. I've also had people want to buy Stunt Hanger. And that one particular time, I was thinking about it because it's tough for me to support Stunt Hanger. The cost of the server is ridiculous because I don't sell anything. So I said to the guy that wanted to buy it, I said, what are you going to do with it? So, well, first off, I looked at his profile on Stunt Hanger and then found his Facebook page or whatever the heck it was, LinkedIn, and found out he wasn't a control liner, he was an entrepreneur. What he wanted to do was buy Stunt Hanger, harvest all the email addresses of everybody, take it apart, and shut it down. Offered me a good price for it, but I said no. I've got, I think it's, I don't know, let's see, 2006, 15 years of my life in stupid Stunt Hanger. So we can't do that. Okay. So it's a good thing, guys, I'm a guy of principle, because I'll tell you, somebody else with what they offered me would have shut it down. Of course, that money would have already been drank up or up their nose or whatever they're doing by now. But I said no. Ain't happening. So basically, it's the same thing on the other side. Then I'm going to sand the airfoil in it and cut these out. Then we'll cover it with Jap tissue or double aught silk strand, your choice. I'm using Jap tissue because I got that real nice English free flight Jap tissue, 30-inch long. Very expensive stuff. It's custom made. I've never seen 30-inch long Jap tissue anywhere. But I figured it would be good stuff because the free flight guys are using it. And they build those star dusters and all that stuff with real long wingspans. So I figured they would have it. And it's good stuff. I can't remember if it was $7 or $15 a sheet. And I'm going to buy some more. Because anytime something works, you better get it or before they take it off the market. So this piece here, yeah, I'm just going to tack it together and we're going to set it on there and see what it looks like. Gets glued to this piece. It looks like it needs to be adjusted there. I don't think I'll tack it. I think I'll just pin it. We'll just pin it and then pin it on the fuselage and see what it looks like. It's redundant. I'm going to do the other side. I'll do that off camera. I don't want to bore you guys to death. And you'll get to see it finished when I come back. Boy, it's pretty heavy though. Take a lot out of it. I have to sand the crap out of it. But it is what it is. It's got to be there. It also acts as the tail wheel mount, so once I add another 2 grams, that'll be 2 more grams on the stupid thing. So let's see what it looks like. Okay. You say, what's that big hole there? Well, a block of wood goes back in there. But that's what it's going to look like. And it looks pretty good, I think. It will after it's sanded. Everything will fit up nicely. Of course, this all gets sanded into the headrest. So it looks like one piece. And I showed here how I did this flare up. It'll take some more adjusting on getting that flare up. Of course, I got to cut the canopy cockpit sides down on the side so it's all molded together in a nice shape. This one might get batting on it too. I don't know. The other one I just painted it on it all depends on the weight. If this thing starts coming out super heavy, you got to start leaving stuff off. I mean, there's a ton of things I'd like to do, like the nose scoop, which it may or may not get on there, and you know, just little things. So let's see how long we've been running. I did another hour and a half, so that means I've done 3 hours today. I don't think I could take any more. Any questions, guys? Before I sign off. I'll wait a few minutes here for a question, and then we'll sign off. I like this. I think it's going to look real good. I think it's going to look real good. So if you go back and check the start time of this build, during the week I work on it an hour a day. I will be living here until I get my bills paid, and once the bills are paid, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to go back home here as soon as they lift the ban, the quarantine or whatever. I want to go home so that I can work in my shop and fix my roof on my garage and do some stuff. But I got it good here, so I mean, airplanes. I got a decent job that I like. I like the job. I've never been a fabricator welder before, but it ain't nothing. I mean, I like it, just like building model airplanes, only with metal, and I get paid for it. So I'll be here till I'm done, I guess. So if there aren't any more questions, we'll see you. Well, tomorrow night's Rusty's night. We'll see you Tuesday, and I'll have the rudder done, sanded to shape. And for you video subscribers, we'll probably do another. For you members, I'll probably do another video on the subject we were working on this morning: push rod layout, bell crank layout, horn geometry, and such, and how I come up with those numbers. So we'll see you on Tuesday for sure, and the video subscribers may see a movie tomorrow. So fair winds, tight lines. See ya.